Well, I haven't done that for a while. Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... yeah, you know how long it takes to pass a glow stick? Yeah, turns out regurgitate like a cat trying to cough up a hairball was the right way to go in that one. But hey, I wouldn't have missed the return of our favorite show that sounds like that sounds like a villain trying to do the most like cartoonishly evil laugh imaginable. Neef, 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 neef. I know I made that joke last time, but expect a bunch of Kohei Watts to ensue from here. So, yeah, just preparing everyone for what is to come. Mostly because I myself am quite ill prepared for what is to come. I recapped myself on the previous episode, but beyond that, it reminded me just how little I actually know about the likes of both FNAF and Jujutsu Kaisen. Which is the main anime that is being used in this Five Nights in Anime in general. So, with that in mind, I've brought a couple of experts along for both FNAF and Jujutsu Kaisen. So, hello to both of you.
Like, I've also rewatched the first chapter. I've also rewatched chapter 1 in preparation, and might I say, I was surprised how much is lifted from Jujutsu Kaisen for a second time.
Ghosty, who are you talking to?
You.
He's not here anymore, Ghosty. It's just
it's like the Chirag Gupta joke from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
I can hear the ghost of Jacob reverberating in my mind.
You gotta let him go.
What are you talking about? I don't sound disembodied in the slightest.
You gotta let him go, Ghosty. He's not here.
I will never. I will hand Aiden. I will not be handing Aiden the password to this channel, and shall be continuing the Mutant Girl to its natural conclusion in his honor.
Never let me go, Ghosty. Don't make me think Celine Dion. Oh!
I just got Jacob. That was the like physical embodiment of backhanding me in the head. I know.
No, that would have been if I did Russia's voice.
That would have literally been a backhand. Thank you.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't do it. Don't
do
motherfucker. Don't motherfucker.
Do the roar. Do the roar.
If you do it, then I'll leave.
It's a reference.
All right. Well, I'm not gonna do the roar. Don't worry. Because I need you here as well. Because again, not that I wouldn't be confused anyway. Because even from my standpoint, it just seems like the way that some of things that were combined last time, didn't quite work either. So yeah, we'll see from here. We did, however, get a comment from the creator that I forgot to actually load onto the screen. Actually. Who apparently appreciated the criticism, so that is good to know, at least.
I knew you were reviewing the content because you hearted my comment before.
Yes,
starting,
that's why I knew about,
Jacob's going back.
That's what reminded me of the Kohei Watt situation.
Okay,
so.
what?
Yeah, alright, this is, yeah, the review gang is all back together, I guess, so, you know.
There we go. GK gets the reference.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see, yeah. Just need a Ouija board, yeah. Very inconvenient for streaming. Alright, with that in mind, I guess we'll pick up exactly where we left off, I think. Or more or less, anyway. So, let's see what's gonna go on, because we're still on night 1. So I guess we'll proceed from here. Without further ado, on with the review of Chapter 2.
This place gives me the creeps. It's exactly the kind of place where ghosts would be. Just like Jacob Butter. I want to go home.
You just see me in the background. Hello. Let's make a ghost version of my VTuber now.
There's not that many curses here, even though the veil's been lowered.
That's actually a good idea for Halloween.
Yeah.
Change up your OC just like KW did.
No,
Hmm.
they are not. They're just hiding and not attacking. Is it because he is here?
Ah! I saw something move!
Hey!
What?
I somehow gotten ahead of you, even though I was behind you.
Well, the camera work didn't do a good job. The fact that it started on Kazi and then panned to her suggests that she was behind him, but it was never shown that she was actually in front or behind him, so that's just bad cinematography.
Well, careful how you swing that thing. It seemed like the surfer girl from Total Drama. Which, by the way, I'll say this: I actually, after yesterday, I actually like checked out an episode of Sophia the First because we were talking about like how confused I was to do with that.
How was it?
And at the same time, I also checked out Total Drama. You know, like the first batch, basically. But I didn't think to prepare for like the thing that I was actively going to watch today. But there you go.
Well, speaking of yesterday's stream, great. Now we're talking about ranks again. Goody.
Oh yeah.
Because we didn't get enough from yesterday's stream. No, it has to balance out.
Actually, to be fair, we didn't because they don't mention
I was being
ranks in the parody
sarcastic.
version.
What's your rank?
I mentioned it. I'm like, bro, the only pro that I have is that it didn't mention rank once. And then the stream queue was just like, you thought wrong.
I can see with all that hair covering up her eye. I have the same question for emos all the time.
As someone who was once an emo myself, I can tell you that actually it's pretty efficient to see through your hair. Like, sure, it's a little annoying at first, but when you get used to the change in perception, it's actually quite easy.
Fair enough. Yeah, once you start bumping into things.
Bruh.
Where's my mouth? Like in Blade Ball or something?
Why
Jujutsu
Blade
sorcerers are ranked in classes D to A.
Why start?
Now, normally you would think you'd be briefed on by this, but actually, because the teacher, weirdly enough, the author's self-insert, is terrible at his job. It's just like that. He told him nothing before, you know, literally putting him in the lion's den. So,
which is the same with Jujutsu Kaisen, but after the first episode mayhem, we actually get introduced to the school where we learn things, as opposed to here where we're kind of rushing through the exposition for the sake of the series.
I guess because you can't go back to the school if they're supposed to stay like 5 nights here, as the title implies, so it has to be somebody else.
Okay, but I only started at Jujutsu Academy this week.
This week? I thought we started yesterday.
Pretty sure I'm not ranked yet.
Ugh, forget it. Show me your student ID. The one you got from that dumb blindfolded guy.
Interesting that they rank the students before they've even done anything, if that's the case. But...
which is not the same in Jujutsu Kaisen proper, where the students need to pass an exam in order to be ranked.
That makes sense.
Dumb blindfold guy? Alright, here.
That's their teacher. Anyway.
Well, if you just joined, you're likely at D class. Special class? What's with my hand?
Special!
Why? What's with my hand? Why did I age 20 years, but only in my fingers?
The fear was so intense it actually aged me. I thought that was a myth, but no. Okay.
Oh no! Oh no! I used this exact same music in my Secrets of the Plex episode! Oh no!
It's
I thought
very
I
hard
found
to
something
decode it.
cool! I thought I found something unique!
You did, and clearly Kohei agrees.
Kohei, no!
That's an even higher rank than A class, even though I
Kohei,
only
what will, like,
told
Kohei, why?
Kazi there were only classes ranked D to A.
It's kind of like how we find out about mystic rankers, you know, halfway through spirit animals compared to like
Yeah,
all of
that's
the other
exactly what I'm
ranks.
talking about with the spirit animals thing. It's just like, all right, so we've got the lower, the middle, the high, the elite, and the protagonist.
I guess it's the same here.
And the protagonist and also love interest. You know, they're both
Protagonist plural.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fair enough. Also, I mean, you know, I'm glad that they clarified that that, you know, special class at least is like high ranking than A class in this situation, because normally in schools special class does not mean that.
S-Class Super Monster. That's a reference that I don't think is.
No, I'm
See, here's the thing: if Kazi is so like important and so powerful, like I would think that they would like disguise his student ID so that people didn't find out about this. I would think he would be having a target on his back for being so powerful.
Doesn't that defeat the purpose of a student ID if you're disguising what's on it?
Well, not if the student is like undercover and like could be in danger if they revealed their true rank.
I mean, is he undercover though? Because I mean, he was already put into danger with when he entered the classroom because all 3 of his classmates attacked him immediately because they detected his curse. So he's already a target at that point. So might as well, you know, give him that to intimidate people at the very least.
Is this some kind of joke? Yes.
If you're ranked
Hurry!
D, then you're.
I
That's what
can't
happened to one
see.
F rank we had. Yeah, his name was Frank, ironically.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, F rank. No, right, yeah. Ahari, behind you! Oh my god.
Okay, pretty cool monster design. Flash curse or whatever it's called. Anyway.
Scary.
Just
We
snap
gotta
its
get
neck
out of here
back into
before.
place. That's a good cut.
I love cuts like that.
I'm guessing we're gonna go back to. Oh, okay. No, never mind. Same people.
Shoot! I dropped my curse tool. Oh, never mind. That's not
No,
me.
that was me.
Yeah.
You were the one waking up on the floor.
Well, I thought it was a thought bubble.
Oh well. Either way,
Where are we?
you're in the Nether.
We're somewhere underground. The Dawn Curse brought us here. Even though the walls are red and it looks like we're in an intestinal tract rather than under the surface of the world.
Yeah, it actually ate us.
But whatever, I can vibe.
It actually ate us, but I didn't want to tell you because, like, that's some crazy first day stuff that you probably wouldn't want to comprehend until you're older.
Ah,
You mean
know,
that
I
curse
guess that does make
kidnapped
sense
us?
why the. Yeah, you know, that makes sense why the walls are pulsing. Also,
Yeah, that's right. And I thought you were supposed to be protected by that curse of yours.
Then why did you jump at it immediately if you thought that he was protected?
Why are you blaming me? I don't know what makes Megamine come out. I don't know what makes Megamine come out. I'm new to this.
Well, we do know what makes Megamine come out. Bullying you. If anything, Megamine might come out during this conversation.
I think that's the
'Cause
point. They thought
well-
Megamine would, but then didn't. So maybe it's not that.
Well, I mean, I don't know because I see. Yeah, I guess if we didn't see how how they got, you know, kidnapped or regurgitated or whatever actually happened. We know that Hahari got attacked first, and then everything else, you know, they lost consciousness afterwards. Maybe Megumi was defeated and Hahari just was unconscious before she even emerged.
More importantly, what do we do now?
Either that or Megumi just got scared, you know. We just wait for the veil to lift, apparently.
Megamine reminds me of like Venom in that one scene from Venom, like Carnage. And it's like, oh, let's fight this guy. It takes a look at him. Oh, never mind.
Does Hahari have a new injury on her knee? Yeah, she got that while fighting the curse in the previous scene.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It just, you know.
Oh, Garth broke a door.
Yeah, that was the same sound effect too.
That's why I said that, because there's no visual door on screen. It's just that association.
Shit!
I need to actually nab that, because I've been trying to find that. Anyway, like 2 minutes later. Like, oh my god.
Man. Again,
Yeah, that's
I was so
something.
happy when there wasn't any ear rape from yesterday's, but now it seems to all be equaling out. Yay!
Run, you idiot!
Or stop, that works.
You always
yeah, there you go.
You always pause
That'll
at the
help you
moment
along.
before disaster.
Okay, so the curse is still there. What is the point of apprehending them, leaving them unconscious, and only chasing them once they've already recovered? Why? Did the curse need to recover energy or something? Like, to claim a...
Okay, my eyes and ears have just died.
I
Speaking
knew
of which-
they were in the nether! There we go! Score 0?
Score
Nah, excuse
0?
you, they've got those... they have some XP at least.
Dead.
I gotta
Oh, good,
ask,
they didn't do the anime cliche.
what's with these meme sound effects?
I don't know. They didn't have them last time.
Yeah,
Not
maybe
nearly
this
as
is
much
like maybe this
anyway.
is like Not Your Rich Girl episode 4 with like too many meme references and then it just gets dialed down.
I'm gonna feel that for the next week. Ugh.
Shut
Sorry.
up, you dork.
Huh?
Help! Help me, please! My co-worker is about to die!
What's wrong with her eye?
Never mind my eye! Mind the one who's about to die! Not I!
You mean a curse really kidnapped 2 grown adults?
Anime flashback. Hey, at least there's something they get from, other inspirations.
Thank goodness they're alive. Oh, FNAF
Just
music.
barely. Look closer.
FNAF music.
Yeah. And duck sound effect. One of these things is not like the other.
The girl's obviously been affected by the curse too. Both could die at any time.
Thank you for clarifying that. Now, how about you move and do something?
Watch it be Vanessa and Lewis. What can we do?
We can't do anything except wait for help. Even though we
You have a
are
scarf.
the-
Why not wrap it around the person's wound?
even then, we are the help. So waiting for more help is kind of superfluous.
Also, we've said before that this character, like Hahari, actually uses her weapons to, I believe, exorcise curses, which means that she can help someone who's been affected by a curse, in theory.
By doing what? Stabbing them? I'm not sure that's gonna help.
Not everyone's
Well, I mean, that's
like you.
that's the real question. I mean,
people-
maybe it's more of like a symbolic thing. She's like wave it a certain way, like a staff, or I don't know.
Not everyone is like you. Most people don't have resistance to curses.
I forgot they were under a
still
Fazbear.
resisting!
I forgot they were under a Fazbear Diner in a mall. How big is this mall? Dude, this is FNAF we're talking about. They build stuff on top of stuff on top of stuff all the time.
Also, malls
Yeah.
are gigantic anyway.
Like, all of the FNAF pizza places are just Jengaed on top of each other.
That sounds like Hello Neighbor more than FNAF, but okay.
It's more like you see this building on the surface and then you fall through a floor and boom, you're in another place, and then you fall through again and boom, you're in another place. It's more like that. Oh! Seems like she's being affected by the curse too. Ah, Hahari, what happened? Is that some kind of poison? I would think it's perhaps the femoral
bruise,
artery.
but yeah.
Maybe a little higher up. Is she going to die? It's GM, run! Sorry.
GM. I'm trying to record that line and making it sound natural.
Oh god. I don't know how to save you, I'm sorry. Oh god!
Oh, again with the hand looking out of place.
Staff security reason their 6th location was under the Pizzaplex.
Yeah, and
And
then there was
also
a place underneath that one too. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't sister location also mostly underground? Wasn't
It was underground. Well,
Yeah.
yes, it was. From what I've heard, it's underground, like underneath someone's house. Whose house it is, not exactly confirmed.
Like, we can speculate it was under William Afton's house.
Sure.
But
We can
again,
also
that's
speculate it was
blind
under Henry's.
speculation. Tell me why you came to Jujutsu Academy. You know,
Dude,
this is day
without
2.
explaining anything.
I'd like to remind everyone this is day 2.
wow, this is really trying to call back to the original Jujutsu Kaisen, but somehow doing it in a worse way.
So, what was the reason that the protagonist in Jujutsu Kaisen joined the academy?
Like, the original, like, in Jujutsu Kaisen, there's curses. We all know this. There's some curses here in this series. Basically, there is a big evil curse guy, and he is the main antagonist of the series, and he also has, like, some fingers that are cursed artifacts that are scattered around everywhere. And they draw curses to them by existing. The main protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen... the main protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen proper, basically... is in a supernatural club, and he's been getting bullied a lot. So him and his friends hear about a ghost, a curse that's basically haunting the school, and they make plans to, I don't know, observe it together. But it ends up
weirdly off like ghost stories, actually.
But it ends up threatening the lives of his friends. And it's drawn to one of the main antagonist's many cursed fingers. So, in a moment of idiotic glory, the main protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen, in order to save his friends, eats the cursed finger. You just had the same reaction to about 12% of the Jujutsu Kaisen cast.
Only 12%.
Jujutsu Academy takes the main protagonist, and basically they want to kill him to get the finger back, to prevent the evil guy from coming back from the dead. The evil guy whose finger he ate.
I don't know, just wait a few hours, it'll come out eventually.
Until, you know, the Jujutsu Kaisen blindfold guy, not the self-insert, is like, hey, instead of killing the guy who ate the cursed finger, why don't we, like, train him up in Jujutsu Academy? You know, make him educated so that he can help us find the other fingers and prevent disaster from happening. And while the headmasters of Jujutsu Academy don't like it, it's the only shot they have.
So is that why they threw him into the lion's den the first time, to try and, like, sabotage his possibilities?
Yes, and they sabotage his possibilities several times throughout the series. The
fact that we're missing on that context is probably why Kohei's contribution, like, you know, character Kohei, seems so out of place.
It's why all of the Jujutsu stuff seems a little out of place.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess going back to this moment here, I assume there's, like, another character, like, one of the classmates who, like, grabs the protagonist and goes, like, why did you come here? Because they don't know. I'm guessing that's what happened.
Also, Midnight Unknown, he just casually munched on the finger? No, he swallowed that thing whole.
He was hungry.
Like, he thought it was the only possibility for the curse not to get the finger and also to save his friends. So, well, I agree, but practically smart in the moment. Survival instinct? A very Goku-esque survival instinct. A very Sun Wukong survival instinct.
Yeah, I do recall a few characters swallowing Dragon Balls. Not Goku specifically, but it's been known to happen.
Like, people swallowing stuff for power is just a thing in anime. Don't question it.
You think they took any inspiration from Kirby?
No,
Well,
actually, they
not in the
took
case of Dragon Ball, I don't think, but not.
Yeah,
Because
in Dragon Ball and also Jujutsu Kaisen, they draw from one main source for the protagonist being a foodie who eats random things, and that is the titular anime protagonist, Journey to the West, Sun Wukong.
so yeah, there you go.
Your wants, your goals. What are you trying to achieve? This
Dude, I
doesn't
just-
work because you're not the protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen, but that's fine.
Dude, I just got here.
Yeah, I think I guess I guess in a sense they're in a relatively similar situation where like I mean not because they're not from their own volition. The difference here is that this protagonist like Kazuto has had his curse thrust upon him rather than like actively contributing to it, because I guess like a fragment of some soul person or whatever just randomly decided to kill a family inside of a house, and then Megumin was a yandere, and so that was what happened. But if anything, their situation right now, at least probably presents similarly enough. I would have thought, because they're both in an unfamiliar environment next to a character who is very clearly a high performer. That is questioning why someone so inexperienced is there in the first place. I think that's I mean.
It invokes a similar idea, but also this kid is here not because he wants to be, but because he has to be, as opposed to the protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen who willingly ate the finger because he wants to save people.
Okay, there we go. So so it's more of a case of like she's trying to find out his wants. He doesn't really have any in this situation. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't really have anyone's. He's just kind of here, as opposed to the protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen who's there because he has an objective in mind with eating the finger of the evil dude. And that is
Yeah.
to save people, and by the end of his life he wants to be honored and remembered, not as a hero, but as someone who tried his best to help others.
Yeah. The bigger issue I think with this scene at the moment is just the timing of it. You're having this conversation about wants and goals while someone is dying next to you, and their co-workers being affected by a curse, both of which you can probably do something about. But no, you're having like a tell me your deepest, darkest secrets or something conversation.
Oh my gosh,
Not going to
Jacob,
help them exactly.
This just makes me want to drag you through Jujutsu Kaisen.
Why does this conversation take place while someone else is dying in the background?
No, because it's done so much better in Jujutsu
You know what it
Kaisen
reminds
proper.
me of? It reminds me of When Winter Strikes. Remember that?
Oh,
Full-on sit-down therapy session when the other guy is fully bleeding out off screen.
This is like in Lion Gate when someone's just been kidnapped and we need to pull the guy aside so we can talk about family stuff instead of the crime he's being accused of.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see people hurt anymore.
Which doesn't work as well because you haven't seen many people being hurt before. I'm gonna take out Megumin in terms of like, again, like the soul fragment thing that was, like very like casually sneezed in exposition, like on like narrator style. I'm still not sure what that was all about.
I tried to lock myself away so I don't. But Koei warned me that I'd be lonely.
So I thought he thought I would have better company in a place where my life is on the line constantly.
It's like BBC
but social
Sherlock.
activity.
It's like BBC Sherlock. John could never be alone because he loves the thrill of the chase.
Except in this case, what thrill has he received in the past to warrant that?
Are you
John
kidding
went
me?
to war.
People are dying all around him. This must be amazing.
If that's the case, he wouldn't want to get rid of Megumin, would he? I don't know.
Couldn't argue with him. I didn't want that deep down.
I kind of weighed the pros and cons of having a social life and having a life in general. Yeah, I guess, clearly I made the right decision here.
I don't want to be all alone. What is wrong with my mouth?
He's
It's
gonna need some
massive.
fingers. He's gonna make up for lost time.
Yeah, I was about to say those fingers are a little too close. Be careful. I want to
The
have
fact that
friends.
was bleeding from the chest while I was still in his chest. The main villain girl was just talking.
And then she like disintegrated. They had the resolution and she just disintegrated, never to be heard from again. I want to have friends and to be needed. What?
And
Oh
this is
my
the best place to
God.
do that.
There's so much. The style is changing. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, he's
Where'd you
aging a lot.
go?
He's aging significantly as he reveals all of his, his details.
Like, here's also the thing. A mixture of hand-drawn and gacha assets, while sometimes it can work and look good, here, like, the hand-drawn assets just clash with the gacha assets in a way that just isn't appealing. That hand, aka that hand.
Yeah, I literally just said that. It's so bony, I don't know.
Why is that hand so bony?
I want to be able to say with confidence, ... that it's okay that I'm alive. What?
Again,
What is bro yapping about? Like, actually.
Yeah, that's this same.
He sees himself as a danger because of his curse. So I guess now, he wants to, I guess, make up for that in some way. But that's like I think that's the idea, more or less.
Like not conveyed very well.
Yeah, that's the idea. It's not been portrayed very well. Also, this is another nod to Jujutsu Kaisen that is done better in Jujutsu Kaisen. That's not done very well here because this is only the second episode and we hardly know this guy or his motivation. So his motivation is less being conveyed through the media and more being spat at us through an emotional moment that's supposed to make us feel something, but in actuality, we're very confused.
That actually reminds me of my biggest complaint about the Disco Pop's revival, because for anyone who doesn't remember that situation, after the original Disco Pops was wiped from YouTube, Johnny decided to revive the series naturally, but in order to do that, what he did was he remade certain episodes, but not necessarily all the ones in between. He remade like the most like noteworthy ones, or tried to get like the biggest plot points out so that he could get back to where it was before. But the problem was, without the setup that made those elements more impactful, that built up to them in the first place, it wasn't as effective.
Yeah,
that's the thing, by the way, when he adapts other stuff as well. He wants to get to a certain point and doesn't necessarily think about like how he does it, compared to original Disco Pops, which was more spontaneous, and so it felt more natural as it was happening.
Yeah, this feels like oops all payoff again from this one particular series. Whatever, do it.
Do what?
Keep exercising curses over and over.
What?
What do you mean keep exercising curses? He hasn't exercised the curse yet. You exercised the curses in the last episode. He hasn't done it yet. What do you mean keep exercising
I will say,
them?
this is a quote from Jujutsu Kaisen proper. That's not being done very well.
I swear to God, Ghosty, if you say that one more time, I'm turning my Gatorade into shots. Every time you say that.
I'm only saying it over and over because I feel the need to keep rehashing.
Oh, I like it. Every time you say this is from Jujutsu Kaisen and done badly, I'm going. Taking a swig.
My food.
Yeah, we need to buy bonus shot glass at this point. The funny thing is the buy
Gatorade.
It's
not really same thing. I learned from my alcohol last time.
Well, I've told the story right about like how after we done our performances in my last year of university, where we all celebrated with shots, and they got like a shot glass full of filled with just lemonade for me. Yeah.
Have some good friends.
Yeah.
Your line, Ghosty. All right. I'll do it then.
That's why we're here. We need to give you the motivation. that you weren't exhibiting before. This is such a dramatic moment. This feels like it would be like you know, like at home, maybe like 5 episodes from now.
Right? I thought I was bad with my whiplash escalation scenes, but this is taking it to another level. Like, literally. They fall down to the underground and find the 2 people they were looking for. She grabs him. Why? Why? Why are you the way you are?
I think your whiplash scenes like work a bit better because the characters have an actual established past. These 2 just met each other.
Yes.
Yeah. I also have questions.
And Jacob is dying. The glow stick, it's coming back up. Did she just die?
You could have used your energy to treat the dying people that you just found. But no! You thought it was better to... Okay. He didn't even need a pep talk. Oh, his hand's gone. He didn't need a pep talk.
Oh, it's like a pocket.
That was just done in like paint or something. Like just or fire alpaca. Just removing. Okay.
Megumi, I'm sorry, I can't do it seriously. She just said all that stuff and then dropped dead.
That was her last contribution.
Final death line meant to be super dramatic and heartfelt, but no, we were just confused the whole time and got even more confused when she just dropped. Okay, Chuckles' voice, Jacob, go.
Yep, Cabby.
I need you to tag in real quick.
I don't know if we pointed out like how Undertale-esque those hearts are, but I'll mention it now. Anyway.
Don't buy food.
Have we forgotten about the people?
Well, I think that's what.
So
that's
much
what
has
they
happened.
mean.
Kohei!
That's what they mean, you know.
Kohei! What?
3, 5, 4 people. I see the sight of some kidnapped people.
Right, GK?
Mm-hmm.
They were having this whole debate about why he was here and why this curse is the way it is, and we all assumed that it was because he was getting bullied, but no, I guess he can summon her at will. Yeah!
Maybe
Kohei! What?
Maybe now that he's been like pepped up to, I guess, now that he's been like has the added motivation, I suppose. Now he's like, I feel like I can do it, even though he hasn't had... For that to work, you'd have to have a failed attempt at some point in the past, and we didn't really have that. What should have happened is, like, during the curse bit, instead of just Haruha just, you know, rushing off and then, like, cutting to unconsciousness, we should have seen Kazi try something first, you know, try to summon Megumin first, and then fail to do so, and then, now in this situation, you know, I guess, harness his inner strength and sense of belonging that he just received from a glorified stranger.
He had a whole hero's journey, but skipped the entire middle and jumped right to the end.
He skipped the journey. He had a hero's conclusion. Anyway.
Again, another thing done better in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh. So you just came back and...
You missed it, Ghosty. Hahari's dead.
Good, great. I didn't really like it too much anyway.
Ghosty's immediate response, good riddance!
Who are you?
Oh god, chain smoker! We cry in unison.
I've had enough of you.
Oh my god!
Die! Die! Die!
Oh my god! Close your eyes, chat!
Well, it's off screen now. And Koei just doing.
Wait, he was here the entire time?
Yeah, why did he
stay?
Why did it's nighttime? Why is he staying here if he's not gonna? I thought the point was them to be on their own. Wait, what?
Well,
Wait, can you
that's
see it on his
scary.
phone? Is he hacked into the cameras?
So that's the full manifestation of Megumin Keiko. Well, that's special class for you. I hope no one else heard that. My internal thoughts.
I think I gave him Harry Potter musical Snape voice, actually.
Oh yeah.
What the devil is going on here?
Oh
Someone
yeah,
can
I
read my
forgot about
internal
these
thoughts,
two.
apparently.
The animatronic rabbit who's fallen in love with Harry Potter musical Snape, sure.
Mhm.
What in the world was that?
At
Not
their
quite what
mouths.
the devil, but it'll do for now.
Oh, yeah, these two. I've got what voice we did for them.
It's just a little
fun.
Yeah.
You hear that, Hahari? Just a little further.
We can make it together, and we'll return to the academy and to our former lives.
I love you, Hahari!
Do you remember the taste of strawberries, Sahari? And the flowers would be in bloom.
Must be spring soon. Taste the last of the strawberries with cream. No, Kazuta, I'm naked in the dark. There's nothing, no veil between me and the weird infection.
You remember a lot more of that speech than I do.
I wish to drop dead right this instant.
I
can
won't
see
let you,
him.
Ghosty.
With my waking eyes. I could go on till the entire end, to like right to the end. Like, you do not want to unravel that.
All right. We'll take your word for it then.
I can't stop, not yet. I can't carry it for you.
I was just
But I
thinking
can't
that.
carry
I
you!
can't carry you!
Okay, last time. I refuse to be weak forever. I'm gonna change right now.
Oh wait, the boom in his steps came back from the first episode. That's how you know he's getting stronger. That is the same foot. That's the thing with walking cycles, is just like go back and forth between them. Anyways, Kathy, do your best. If you
I
are
will.
There are no working doors left in this place anymore. I hope those animatronics have first aid. I'll have to call Sunny otherwise. Anyways.
Hurry, and the employee should be at the hospital now. They'll be fine.
No, wait. Stop just a minute. Usually in Jujutsu Kaisen, when
Okay,
people
taking a drink.
But usually when in JJK, when someone is injured by a curse, there is like a special crew deployed by the school to handle it. Because regular hospitals, obviously they don't have the medicine to handle poison produced by curses. So really, if you send her to the hospital instead of to Jujutsu Kaisen Academy, she won't be fine.
I honestly don't know how rare curses are supposed to be in this world. Because I guess like everyone that we've interacted with treat them as a normal thing, so you don't get a sense of like if they're supposed to be secret or not. Or if, you know, they've been able to be kept a secret, I mean. So yeah, maybe there's just a curse wing somewhere in the hospital. I don't know.
Huh?
Otherwise, yeah, you're right, they're dying.
Got something on your mind?
Gee, I wonder.
A lot, probably, but more specifically, what is on your mind?
Well,
Is it how the text keeps going above the aspect ratio?
Yeah, we talked
It's
about
not even at the edge of the screen, so we could actually just extend it, but okay.
Well, I managed to call out Megamine by myself.
For real? That's a huge step forward, dude.
You enjoying that food, Ghosty? Did it! I pulled a BB!
Oh, just how close you got the microphone as well.
You've actually made me spit out rice on my microphone.
I did it!
Hey, look, it's better than choking on it like last time, you know?
Yeah, and now I'm eating something that fits down my throat so I won't choke on it.
Mm-hmm. Also, apparently, Fredica's Bar and Dine of Fredbear was called Prototype in this. Well, I don't know, maybe it's a different animatronic. Maybe they made Fredica afterwards when they got their branding down. I don't know. Or the prototype is for Fredica. That was also a possibility.
When they got their branding, their sexy, sexy branding.
This is Five Nights in Anime, so I believe that tracks.
I feel like Megamine didn't really curse me after all.
Oh no, she definitely cursed you.
She definitely
By the way-
cursed you.
Yeah. By the way, the text is down on the other side of the screen. But yeah, no, she killed like 3 people because of just mildly antagonizing you. So yeah, that's definitely a curse, bro.
I actually don't feel bad about her murdering a bunch of students from my old school.
Hmm.
Oh,
What?
I think I'm the one who cursed Megamine.
And how exactly
What?
do you figure that?
No!
Boy!
No!
No! Don't feed him false information like that!
I know that you have no powers and didn't have knowledge of curses beforehand. But that theory of yours might be right for some reason. There's no curse more twisted than love.
No!
Which you
What are these
didn't
guys
give
yapping
us.
about?
Okay.
Yeah, like, hold on a second. Yeah, from what we see in the flashback, it was Megumin gifted Kohei things like that locket particularly, and also was the one who declared that they would always stay together, and was already had the creepy eyes to facilitate that. How are we getting to this point here where it's like, yeah, suddenly that was all on him because I don't know, he led her on or something?
Well, I guess the ghost curse of Megamine killing people was his fault all along.
I think part of this curse just includes gaslighting.
Like, it would be.
Now I'm just picturing. Now you've said this, I'm just picturing Megumin as a Kwame.
Also, I'd like
Megamine,
to.
kill them!
Also, I'd like to say that in JJK,
Okay. Here I go again.
It's not fun.
Go ahead.
Like, when we finally get the reveal that of Sukuna, all of his powers and his fantastic fingers, usually stemming from the protagonist eating his third of all of Sukuna's fingers.
Is he just making his way through the entire hand?
Yes, he is making his way through the entire hand. We need to
I mean,
get Sukuna has 4 hands, and we need to gather all of his fingers.
Okay.
Protein.
A lot of protein.
Oh my goodness. Did you eat the Akuma marinette? Otherwise the attack isn't over. No more evil doing for you.
It's fantastic. But when Sukuna
Time to de-evilize! Gotcha! Dig in, little butterfly!
Milady, what the heck is going on?
But when
He
Sukuna
turns around and looks at him like a gremlin, just goes, "Don't interrupt me!"
There is one episode where Tiki's cravings take over and but most of the time she's eating galettes specifically, but yeah, it could have been other stuff too. We don't know. Anyway.
you know what
continue,
they
Ghosty.
say, creation needs protein in order to create.
I suppose, yeah.
But when the protagonist eats his third finger of Sukuna, we finally get to learn about Sukuna himself, who now lives inside of the protagonist. You know,
Third
because
finger is the
fingers.
thing that unlocks the backstory. Obviously.
Yeah, we need to eat all of Sukuna's fingers. So evil
Yes,
guy. But anyway, when we finally learn about Sukuna, it's when the main protagonist of JJK is, dying. And that's, when the protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen needs to make a deal with Sukuna to come back to life. So that we get the reveal that he wants to be alive so he can help protect his friends and others.
Okay.
But
alright
in
then.
exchange, Sukuna does the monkey's paw thing where he kind of twists the deal in his own favor.
I mean, of course, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't he? That would, yeah.
The monkey's paw, or the curse of the funny fingers.
Mm-hmm. You've eaten 15% of my fingers, therefore I live inside of you, of course.
But the thing is about this right here is that him accidentally cursing Megumin instead of the other way around makes no sense. Because curses in Jujutsu Kaisen are born, from negative energy.
Count that.
They're born from
Anyway.
negative emotions. It was Hawkmoth all along.
Yeah, curses are born from negative emotions and when people die with a significant amount of wrath inside of them. And the power and sentience of the curse depends on, how the proprietor's state.
Yeah, maybe Megumin's wrath is on account of getting rejected or something. I don't know. Even though she really wasn't rejected, they just never had that conversation.
Yeah, they didn't get to have that conversation. And so at this point, it makes no sense that he's saying this.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, hey, we're back on topic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. While I'm at
Everything got
Jujutsu
worse.
Academy, there's something I want to do.
Trying not
Ow.
to make things worse. For some reason, the love curse is twisted.
What's with all these crazy lighting scenes?
Has he even been to all of those places in Jujutsu Academy yet? Has he even seen half of the building?
No, he hasn't. As far as we know, he hasn't even been in. He's only been inside of Jujutsu Academy once.
Also, bony fingers have made a return.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break Megumin's curse.
You mean your curse?
Hahari, stab me! Oh god! Delicious.
See, from what it sounds like, what Gosi described, if the protagonist was about to die, then surely that would have, taken away Suguno's power anyway, because, I guess you're missing that sweet 15% to be of full capacity, which would have died with him. In this case, it seems like, yeah, of course, all that, I want to justify being alive.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, well, there we go.
This is what I'm talking about!
I mean, as long as someone doesn't drop it like an idiot, then yeah.
Hey, bandage guy. You should come back sometime. Where's my voice going? All the Gatorade has caused the gravel in the voice to disappear. You should come back sometime. You can rent me for the day. Oh my god!
Oh, well, Jojo Siwa's back.
Yeah, no.
I love
Also,
how
why are you
Sunny
blushing? You are
Jojo
literally
now.
robotic. How is that even possible?
Jojo's a little bit deeper.
I'm only talking to you to ask you if you can take my student Kazuta as a temporary night guard.
What?
Surely we should have had this
Why?
conversation before, because I did say 5 nights, but, I'm having it now for some reason.
Bruh.
Yeah, it's whatever. We're in desperate need of one anyway. They all keep dying.
Easier than I thought.
I mean, yeah, Vizito, you thought this was already what the attempt was. Unless you mean like give him more of a permanent position. If that's the case, you could have done this from the beginning instead of enrolling him in a new school. But okay.
This
That
has
was easy.
weird implications. Like, if these guys are sentient or like really advanced AI and you've got security guards, like, doesn't that imply that these guys are just hired to watch these people? Like, it's almost like babysitting.
Isn't that almost what happens in FNAF though? Like that people are hired to watch other people, essentially.
Not other
'cause they-
people, no. It's always been the animatronics and no one knew that they were sentient or alive.
Oh,
It was just
okay,
to
I
watch
thought-
the building to stop stuff from people breaking in or stuff getting stolen.
Oh, and I guess they
But
don't
these
have
guys would
much
never have to
roaming about,
worry
just-
about that
okay.
because they're sentient. They can watch over the place. They never leave.
I feel like in actual FNAF, if people knew that the animatronics, had a bit of a had a bit of a cannibal streak, they probably would have just known to not break into the place, or they would have demolished it. Actually, yeah, that may be why they didn't do it. Actually, they want to run the company. Fair enough. Anyway,
It's okay if he starts in about a month. I feel like I should actually do my job for a little bit, you know?
I'll have to talk to my manager about that, but I'll let you know.
I feel like Koei should talk to the manager. Okay, fine.
What are you talking to them about?
I just got your job without your consent. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I just got you some job, my boy.
Oh no, he's becoming All Might. One day later.
Hey, say, in here.
Whoa.
It's gonna be pretty hard to just exercise Megumin, which is why you're gonna learn to control her cursed energy bit by bit.
Are we back in the academy now? Is this like a room inside the academy? Because
I think so.
Holding him there, right?
And how do I do that?
Think fast, chuckle nuts.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's
Use
got a weapon.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Curses are more stable when possessing an object.
Pause.
So they are like
Getting my drink ready.
All right.
In Jujutsu Kaisen, the main protagonist learning to control his cursed energy is a multi-episode affair. Meaning it's really hard to get down.
Oh my-
And Gojo's way of teaching the main protagonist boy how to control his cursed energy is by having him, control and monitor his emotions by watching a bunch of movies.
I mean, sure.
Because
but-
that is where cursed energy comes from. It comes from, your emotional balance and not any kind of magic. And one way to do that is to learn how to control your emotions, learn how to control your temperament, and basically handle yourself with some sort of cadence and not how to channel it into a weapon. Because in the end, that's not what main protagonist boy is there to learn. Random audio, did y'all hear that? Yeah. We've already acknowledged that they're using meme audio from around
yeah,
the
you
internet.
either heard the meme audio or you heard me.
Yeah, I heard like a huge like gulp basically from when Ghost said Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, I guess the difference here seems to be like the use of movies. I guess we're jumping straight to the combat section. It could still be a multi-episode affair from here, or it could be a montage. We'll see.
I'm like 50. I bet $50 for montage
Hmm.
because we've already.
Yeah, we have already I guess set up that this is trying to quicken the pace of everything.
Yeah, this is
Back at the
this is trying to quicken the pace to an almost breakneck degree.
Hmm.
I can say that my
Back at
neck
the-
is thoroughly broken.
Speaking of necks,
back at the diner, use that heart locker to connect to Megumin. The pipeline is there already.
Does he have a robotic hand?
Maybe. Maybe.
I
I
don't
don't know. Like, I mean,
Actually, no. This is a nod to Gojo's design, to where he's, generally
Sounding that-
wearing in Jujutsu Kaisen.
does he wear only one
Mhm.
glove like Matt Pat has one sock?
Yeah, but that is for a purpose. It's because his curse is channeled through his eyes and through his fingers.
Only on one side of his body, though?
Yeah, something about his cursed energy being imbalanced. He's also
Okay.
canonically the strongest character in JJK that we know
Wait,
of.
so... Yes, so his curse is imbalanced, so it only affects, like, his left hand, but both of his eyes?
You'll learn when I eventually drag you through the series.
Okay, because right now I'm just thinking of Cyclops.
All you have to do is imbue the curse into the katana, increase the amount as you grow. And then the curse is yours to control.
Oh god, my eyes!
the negative energy of, like, the pain
Really
of being
was-
blinded.
It really is Lord of the Rings, it's Sting!
How do you think I got this blindfold?
Imbue the curse into the katana? Are orcs nearby?
They just left. Oh, but isn't it all? You've got to learn how to actually wield a blade, otherwise you'll still be weak.
Did you teleport like 2 feet?
Yes.
You teleported 2 feet towards somebody who was just armed for the first time.
Before you go back to the diner, we're gonna get you trained.
Okay, so it's going to take the next month or so to train him up. That I don't know how long it took in the original, but a month seems like at least enough time to get the basics down.
We're gonna get you trained, yes. Let's get down to business to control your curse. So it puts no people
Like,
into another hearse.
one thing I will say about one thing I will say about this, to where it stands above Jujutsu Kaisen a little bit, is that we seem to be going more into the aspect of cursed weapons rather than wielding curses in general.
Or at least I guess the weapons being the method behind wielding curses. I suppose.
Like, of course, but I'm still not endeared to Kazi as a protagonist, although it is a little better. His half-second hero's journey, hero conclusion, hadn't quite endeared me to these characters at all. It just leaves me more confused.
Also custom pose.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you even sign me up for that week-long night shift? It's a
Did I
week?
say it was a week long?
Oh wait, no, the previous week, I guess, or maybe not.
I mean, since you gotta go there anyway, you might as well make a quick buck. I have not trained you very well at all.
Yeah,
but
$4
there
an hour
is
to kick all
business
these
I can
demons'
do.
butts, for sure. $4 an hour.
I'll make some bucks out of you.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Where? That idea is actually pretty solid. No, it's not really. But okay, 4 weeks later, we skip the montage! Yay!
Never mind, I guess. And I think we're still going. Wait, but no, this is like, oh, he's going to demonstrate his abilities now. rather
Wait,
than-
she's back?
and her hair
I-
color is slightly different.
Hey,
Remember,
how are you?
she went to the hospital.
Remember 4
went to
weeks
the
ago?
hospital. They have, yeah, she went to the hospital. We have, they have the curse ward now.
Oh my god, me in the
Yeah,
morning?
he has been training all day and all night. He has not slept.
Ahari, stop looking at me like that.
Like, I do think
In the meantime, she's making thirst traps.
I do
Sorry,
think
no, thank you.
I do think their attempts at different expressions are cool.
Hmm.
I just question it. Like some of these,
I don't like that they're
some
looking
of
at
these
each other
just
so
don't look
sultry.
right.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I will
We question
say,
the choice of expressions, not necessarily the choice to make expressions.
yeah, the choice of expressions is definitely a little off.
Oh, hi guys.
Yeah. Yeah, where were they during the night, I guess? They were also down there.
FNIA.
Brains.
What's up? How's it going?
Oh, it's going fast.
Don't break concentration.
Close enough. Close
Was
enough.
that the Roblox oof sound effect when he was hit?
We've established meme audio.
Yeah.
Ah! Stop getting
I wasn't
distracted.
there. Kohei was yelling like a madman.
Focus on me, you idiot, and hurry up and actually land a blow on me.
Constantine, those were his parents.
Wait.
Dead. They bullied him. So
Also,
Megan killed them.
focus on me, you idiot.
He was like a baby and he had like a fork near an outlet and they're like, no, Kazuta, don't do that. And he's like, just like absolutely destroyed. But then again, that wouldn't work because Megumin wasn't around, but
Yeah.
still the same idea. Baby absolutely destroying them.
Also, one thing here, focus on me, you idiot. Like, the and is a little out of place grammatically.
I don't know.
I would
I
think
thought
it
it
would
kinda
be read
works if
like,
you
focus
say,
on me, you idiot, and hurry up, actually land a blow on me.
Yeah, like focus on me is the first instruction, and the second instruction comes in the second sentence.
I did!
You hit like a little girl.
Well, you are a little girl, shorty. I don't know.
I got her now.
I win again and remain undefeated.
And why are you so
We've already talked
surprised?
about-
He just
we've
got
already
here!
you can at least tell that now we're getting to see like more action between the pair of them, even though it's just sparring. Like the fight choreography for the pair of them is like on par with each other at least. So even though she's clearly still got the upper hand, just out of general experience, we can at least see that yeah, he's getting somewhere. I covered the fight choreography last episode, so I didn't want to repeat myself too much, but at least refresh that a little bit.
Brains. No, I'm kidding. It's been almost a month since Kazuta enrolled. His
We know
movements are
that.
getting better.
I mean, I feel like if it's been 4 weeks, yeah, maybe. Depends on the month.
Salmon.
Even his personality is more vibrant and positive, which we could have seen without you telling us that if we actually got to talk to him during this, between this interlude. But no, never mind.
Like, we would have loved to actually see that.
Feel the
Salmon
fighting is seriously
roe.
to break my brain. Yeah, no, what breaks your brain is like everything else surrounding them. Yeah.
I know Haru's having a blast too. She hasn't gone to spar often with other weapon users.
Oh yeah, because these two aren't weapon users specifically, so yeah, okay, fair enough. Although they are only first years, you would think there'd be like some second years she could potentially spar against. Although now that we say that, her being undefeated kind of like loses a bit of its meaning if she just hasn't fought that many people, but okay.
Yeah, it
Maybe
does.
undefeated from this sparring, like, period, like, with her and Kazuta.
Like,
So
Maybe,
they keep
yeah.
sparring and she keeps winning.
one thing I will say from knowledge we learned from Jujutsu Kaisen, take another
killing me,
shot,
Rosie.
Bon. Take another shot, Bon.
This was your idea, Bon.
That Jujutsu Kaisen
I
itself,
know, Jacob!
that Jujutsu Kaisen itself is having a trouble getting new students in. Not too many people are in touch with their inner spiritual energy anymore. And that's actually affecting enrollment numbers at Jujutsu Kaisen Academy quite a bit.
They need to go and recruit at yoga classes or something. But yeah.
I've had a revelation.
This is a thumbnail frame, I think.
Yeah.
Hurry, get over here, now. Ah, my zombie legs. I left them behind.
It would actually be funny.
Can't you see that I'm busy?
Cassie just like walks up behind him and goes, whack. Stop getting distracted. That's you.
We need to have a super important talk.
Right now.
We gotta get some friends in the other classes.
Which, yeah, by the way, you know that this, I think I might have said this last time, but this show does remind me a little bit of Ponies in terms of its enrollment levels. So yeah, I guess like the 4 students being in the class, yeah, that tracks. But it also implies they have like other years that aren't just the first years.
And be honest, you and Kazuta have gotten super close.
Is now the best time to suggest that?
So why don't you go for him?
I mean, and she'd be like, I was going for
Haven't
him, but you
really
prevented
been
me
the
from
same
doing
after
so."
the second day where I just kind of had a little bit of a manic episode.
Yeah, once you pass out in front of someone, you have to give them a motivational speech they didn't ask for or need. Yeah, there's no coming back from that. Yeah, I guess a bit calling Hari a shorty was I was on the money there, but okay.
Also, from the looks of it, compared to the background, it looks like Zombie is just big in general.
Yeah, I think he just is like naturally tall.
What kind of crazy idea are you getting at in that rotten head of yours?
Now stop being shy. We are in elementary school.
Shut up and die!
I can't. I'm a zombie, remember? One step ahead
I
of you.
wish.
I would. Hey, there you go. See, I would, but I'm already dead. Telling you.
Blood thinks he's Brooke. Who's Brooke?
Who's blood?
From Spirit Animals?
Kohei. What?
Yeah. Blood, I can see being like, just defined to like the person in general.
It's a weird
so
way
like
to
saying
say
bro.
bud.
It's like saying bro. It's the same idea. Bro thinks he's Brooke, but also still raise the question of who Brooke is.
What are they fighting about? Why are you asking her?
An interrupted combat session.
Caleb.
I still don't understand anything she says. Yeah.
Then why did you ask?
Why did you
her?
ask?
Anyways,
Kazuta, Fiona, I need you two real quick. I'd ask the others, but they're kind of busy right now. They'll tire themselves out. Fiona, you've been requested to go to Central Mall to exercise a curse. I guess they're all in the same place again. Shouldn't take
Those
you
are
long.
freelancers.
that
Like-
honestly makes way more sense.
That is, you
Don't
know,
say it.
part of the core
Don't say it,
curriculum of
don't say it.
Jujutsu Academy.
Ah!
I mean, are you
Then-
drinking for like everything that's similar to the source material, or just the stuff that is less effective? I thought that was the idea.
Like, I'm just pointing out the stuff that is less effective. I also want to annoy Bond just a little bit.
Okay, I was
You
more
will
question for
regret
Bond.
this.
Like, what are the criteria being at this point?
Yes, I will regret this very much. Unfortunately, though,
Wait
only
until you refill your rice, bro. I'm coming in, and I'm not gonna be showing any mercy.
actually I didn't make very much rice. Partially because I'm running out of rice. I eat a lot of rice. I really like rice.
Yeah, speaking of rice, is mayo a rice ball ingredient? Because you wouldn't say it otherwise.
Oh, what?
Well, I'm just talking to Ghost Kitty. Her version of this scene was, Fiona saying mayo, but she says rice ball ingredients in this continuity, so
Yeah,
I'm just wondering.
mayo can be put in rice ball ingredients. In fact, it is a very popular
Yeah, how does
piece
the
of...
curse work in terms of like controversial things to put in rice balls?
I mean, I
Nothing.
assume as long as they count as ingredients, then they should be fine. It's like there's actually like a there's like you know two bands I suppose between like people who like tortilla patatas without onion and with onion, and it's like you know two of those things. It's like you know depending on who you ask, but yeah.
Like I will say, Fiona is, as I've said in the previous episode, a copy of another character from Jujutsu Kaisen. Sorry, Bon, but I need to point this out for reasons of character writing and how it's done here. Basically, Fiona's deal and the deal of the guy she's expressly copying is that they can only speak in rice ball ingredients because every time she says something to a person, they are, in essence, compelled by it.
So I mean, if you said, oh hey look how blue the sky is today, you're right. The sky is blue, so very blue.
No, that's not it. Here.
You said they were compelled by whatever she said, right? I mean, wouldn't
Yeah,
that
but
count?
no, that does not count.
So then she could. So then she doesn't need to say just rice ball ingredients then, or sushi ingredients, as Ghost Kitty is reminding us of the difference. Like she could just say, oh, I read a book yesterday, and then people would they not like be compelled, like you know,
What book? Tell me everything about it. What is the plot? All of the characters. Who is your favorite?
is that?
Basically, all he can say is all the characters she's copying. He can only say rice ball ingredients because if he says anything other than that, essentially it will.
Curse Unleash.
Yeah, curse unleash.
We talked about this last time.
Well, yeah, I'm just don't buy the idea of like being compelled by the speech because you know, all the stuff people say.
I took from that like
by it.
it's like almost Groot. Like you know, Groot like always says I am Groot, even though like he's actually saying sentences. He's actually saying stuff. I think it's like that where Fiona is saying ingredients, but she's actually meaning to say stuff, but it's always being interpreted as ingredients.
No, I got that. My confusion was when Ghosty said they were compelled by anything else that the character said, like anything else, and then I gave two examples, neither of which would have counted apparently, which means that you know, that reasoning does not work.
I think there was a miscommunication somewhere.
Yeah, there was.
Yes.
Speech.
And there was probably just another one right there. That just happened.
Huh?
Anyway.
You're going with her, Kazuta. I don't know why I called you.
Dude, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
You work in the mall. It's on the way.
Me? Why?
So you can see curse speech in action. I couldn't teach you in a controlled environment, of course. That'd be too much effort.
If what he means by curse speech is that Fiona's gonna actually be able to say something other than rice ball ingredients, that would actually be really funny. She's like, she wants to tell someone something, and so she drags them to a place where there are lots of curses, and then she just lets it all out in one big burst.
Okay.
She's secretly the biggest gossip out of the entire school, but has no way of like exercising that until the moment.
Also, one thing, I went to the...
like start to like act out the gossip.
It's like a constant game of charades. That's what I was actually wondering. Like, what if she wrote stuff down, or what if she like tried to learn sign language or something? I would assume that the same rules would apply, but
No, the same rules don't apply.
then why doesn't she write stuff down?
That would be better. In
Yeah,
theory,
it would. Period.
Also, went to the JJK wiki to get this one.
Oh, okay. We'll gloss over that. Sure. Why not?
Yeah, it would be better for her to write stuff down, especially since her curse relies on speech.
Cool.
Why nobody else has thought of that? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Also, did it see it from what it sounded like, and from what like you know I've gathered from your descriptions, it doesn't seem like the sushi like ingredients specifically are the ones that, like, that just seems like an arbitrary thing that the character chose, rather than, you know, that being just the one exception that was applied into the curse.
Okay, right quick. I went to the JJK wiki, so I could say this without any misinterpretation. Curse speech is activated when the user utters words or commands aloud that reinforced with spiritual energy. This action compels the listener to act or be acted upon by the command. For example, curse speech user can command his opponent to stop moving, or for them to be blasted away.
So why
The strength
can't
of
you use
this
normal
compulsion.
speech? If it only activates through commands.
Because I guess, like, casual speech can apply, can you know, be, you know, can be commands accidentally, if that's the idea.
Yeah, that is the
Sorry,
idea.
continue. I mean, but I guess it depends, like, how sensitive it is. Because, like, if you said, for example, you know, like, water, does someone get, like, extremely thirsty, like have an urge to drink or something? Like, that's what I'm getting sort of on. You know, it's that stuff that can be, like, interpreted as commands, or it's just like anything that could be transformed into a command that happens to not include sushi ingredients.
Ghost
That you
Kitty,
could
to
be
answer your
compelled to
question, I
eat.
actually have used sparring weapons that are basically like Kazuta's weapon. They're like made of rubber, but they're basically like a full black color, but they're sparring weapons nonetheless. So I would imagine that it's just a sparring weapon.
You have to, like, we have to go back and listen to the sound effects. They sounded metallic to me, but maybe not.
And so did
Yeah,
that.
like, that sounded,
So-
yeah.
There are lots of ways to exercise curses, and Fiona's curse speech is one of them. You've been in the school for a month, and I'm only now explaining this to you, but you know. It'd be a good way to learn from your peers. To bring a curse, one must understand a curse. So telling a curse to reveal all its darkest secrets is usually the best way to defeat it, so Fiona's very useful.
Where did the music go?
It's
Consumed in your drink.
dramatic. Yeah.
This area of Central Mall has been closed off for construction after an inspection from our scouts. An inspector came and assessed everything for us. We confirmed 2 low-level cursed spirits hiding among the corridors. To exercise them,
Oh wait, no, this is different. Okay, there's a different character. Okay.
To exercise them, we requested Class B soldier Fiona Chase with Cosita Ray support.
Yeah, get her, Jacob.
Well, that was no, that wasn't the Russia voice. That was just the
No,
accent.
that was just the
That's
accent.
the accent that she needs.
No, it isn't the accent that I need. It's Vaughn constantly thinking they can get back at me. That's getting my goat.
Yeah, like I'm pretty
Doesn't
sure
that
it's
mean
just,
I
it
win
is
anyway?
the voice of the character Russia, not the Russian accent in general.
Yeah, it's just this one particular character who's my exception, not the entire country of Russia.
Isn't the character Russia the embodiment of the entire character? Russia? Isn't
Yes, and therefore sounds like every Russian. It's a big place, you know. Large
It is.
population.
Yeah. Thanks for supervising us, Mr. Hatsuya.
Not a problem. Lower the veil now. Best of luck to you.
I never shot, jeez.
Salmon.
I need to hear that.
What?
Thank you.
Okay, what? Oh, it's our
Honestly-
night guard!
Fiona's probably the only person who could say, like, calm down to a person and have it actually work.
Hey, Kazuta!
Why must you be so loud?
Tuna mayo.
These are the animatronics I told you guys about. Oh, so they weren't here. Oh.
Okay. Alright.
Bonito flakes.
Wait a second. Oh, still has no clue what she's saying. Okay, fine.
Hey, where's the tall guy with the bandage? I want to see him. Calm
This is
down
just-
there.
This is just like Aiden playing an NPC. Is he making you do dangerous work again?
Here's a better question. Why aren't you guys at your diner?
The place is closed. Why would
None of
we
your
have to stay
business,
there?
bro.
They can't wander around at night.
Well, I mean, maybe it's kind of like it was kind of like in FNAF when none of the animatronics ever seem to like be compelled to escape the pizzeria. So you know, maybe they have like a predetermined path they can actually, you know, randomly select based on their AI or something. Anyway, we're allowed to walk around the mall when we're on break. Weird way to describe
What?
the place being closed at night, but you know. It is magic, I agree, sound effects.
We're
Whoa,
super
whoa,
high
whoa,
tech.
it's magic.
That's right. I literally have a crush on a real human being. That's pretty high tech if you ask me. This part of the mall is closed though. That clearly doesn't stop anything.
Yeah, of course we roam the parts that are closed. Do you think we're gonna freak out other people? You're seriously saying that we're stuck here until you're finished?
Were you expecting two massive animatronics to leave the building? Is that normal around here?
Or to roam the parts that aren't closed?
I get you guys wanted to stay away from any crowds. But going into closed off places shouldn't have been your first thought. Then what did you want them to do in, like, as
Well,
an alternative?
excuse me, princess.
In any case, just wait here until we finish. Manager's gonna be so angry. Oh my god. No thank you. I'm turning around and I'm going home.
Venom again. Oh, one of them. I thought it was gonna be like one of those like game developer like, you know, like rave moments that they've included into some things.
To be fair, that was kind of creepy. Like,
Hmm.
Gacha doesn't do that often, but I was actually kind of freaked out.
Yeah, me
Oh.
too.
Like, not like jump scare, like, it's just like, okay, that's unsettling.
Hmm.
Just floating there, huh? Not creepy at all. Fiona, here we go.
Oh wow, it is based on Kirby.
Kirby!
You're right.
Dang!
Wow, okay. This show already has a Mega Meme. We don't need another one.
Dude, Megumin and cursed speech in a fight. Who would win?
Hmm.
Wait, that's it?
Depends.
That's broken.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I stayed up about night for this.
Like, why isn't oh my god, Caviar. Why doesn't
Caviar?
Fiona do every
Caviar?
mission?
Yeah. Yeah, why don't you be like at the mission that, you know, the two people almost died in?
Maybe she gets like crazy, like her voice is raspy now. Oh boy, do I have a voice for her? Must be a drawback of her cursed speech.
Where did she go?
That
Or
makes
the fact
me
that
wonder,
she
is it,
yelled super loudly.
does she
That was
need like
also
a
a possibility.
does she need like a 1 month cooldown or something? Is that why they didn't go?
I maybe. Well, just I guess like you have to yell the commands. I'm not sure. Kind of reminds me of like
That would
the,
make
like
sense.
the kind of reminds me of like the Dom voice or voice Dom, whatever you would call it, like being in Monster Allergy. Haven't seen that show in English.
I hope you've got throat medicine on hand. That's what I say to Jacob after every voice acting gig I give him.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh,
his
there it is.
response.
Mm-hmm.
Tuna mayo. Mustard leaf.
Oh, we can actually see like a little bit of like a glitchy vibration thing if you look at the corner of the transparent walls of the background there.
The veil won't lift. Does that
Windows.
mean there's no way out?
I am pain is cupcake.
Oh my god, what is wrong with his arms?
Did I just say I'm in pain is cupcake?
I will eat you.
Okay. How about freeze?
Those voice lines were taken directly from Team Fortress 2.
We did actually hear the heavy at one point say dead. So yeah, makes
Kohei.
sense.
What?
Team
Okay.
Fortress 2, just in general, people you know, have seemed to have just combined all the voice lines into memes before. Ghosty has
Like-
shown me the heavy is dead a couple of times.
The heavy is dead.
Yeah.
This is a bucket.
There
But
we
I
go.
do have one big question.
Kohei. What? That's my big question.
Typically, cursed speech is a curse confined to a particular clan, or at least that we know of. And that's the Inumaki clan, so is Fiona
So-
part of that clan?
Clearly, yes,
Or-
right?
Yes?
That's how that works. That's
I
one of those things that I can
suppose?
imagine. That's one of the things I can imagine they revealed sometime in like the later episodes when they got down to the specifics. So it makes sense for them not to have mentioned it here, even if it is still true. You know, you don't want to give away too much exposition right at the beginning, unless it becomes like Fallen Angels.
Yes, the bazooka fire exposition. I will
Yeah, see,
wait.
that's
I will cross my fingers and ponder the implications.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, either way, even if they don't, you know, keep that clan specifically, you know, it's like all of these abilities seem to be decently rare anyway, or at least that's the implication. Although, again, I'm still not sure because we haven't really, again, interacted with many people like outside of the circle of, you know, people who are in the know. So we don't know if this is just like a general like accepted thing where they're like, okay, this fair is closed because of curses specifically, or because I mean the mall seems to get, you know, a lot of you know, curses around, and therefore I guess like at least like the managerial people are aware that that's a thing that can happen, and that in fact does on a regular basis. So are people just aware of curses in this world, or is it meant to be a secret? Because without that outside perspective, it's difficult to, you know, kind of grasp that.
In the world of Jujutsu Kaisen in general, curses are not seen by regular people.
Okay.
Kind of following the Harry Potter rules of magic can't be directly observed by humans, or at least it's hidden by a barrier.
Some aspects of it, you know, but in Harry Potter it depends, but yeah.
In
From what
Harry
I've heard,
Potter it
Stans and
depends,
JoJo
but
kind
it
of work
also
similar.
depends on Jujutsu Kaisen. That's why characters are referencing to something called the veil, and that veil is usually put up so regular people don't stumble into, you know, curse wielders fighting curses.
Mm. You know what this actually reminds me more of rather than Harry Potter? Percy Jackson. Because instead of the veil, they have the mist there that, you know, doesn't always shield everything entirely, but at least like it obfuscates it, so it looks different, or at least like understandable to mortals. And the reason that Percy Jackson gets away with that, I feel, is because, well, for starters, we always have those opening chapters where Percy is like meant to be like in a decently regular setting, with the exception of book 5, where he's just there for like 2 seconds and then suddenly, you know, Beckendorf lands with a flying Pegasus on his car. It's like, okay, time to go. Aside from that, normally we have like that perspective, but also just in general, the quests happen in usually public areas, or to some degree public areas. So you can tell that, you know, all these different mythological, like, you know, beings and monsters and all that stuff is actually living like amongst people thanks to the mist. And you always get descriptions like how people don't tend to notice. In this case, because there are no ordinary people, even in the peripheries, we don't get that comparison, so it's kind of hard to tell what level of secrecy they're operating with. And if it would even be safe to have someone like Kazi not involved in this, because, you know, do they all have to be? I don't know. As far as you know, as far as general observations about the story, yeah, the most egregious part today was definitely I think the Kazi thinking that he cursed Megumin somehow, despite having no knowledge of curses. I mean, I guess you can accidentally curse someone if you like do the wrong thing, but just the act of loving someone and that someone being murdered by not you, that I don't think would count under, especially because it's Megumin's motivation that like brought her back in order to stay together forever with Kazi. If anything, she probably does not want to be uncursed because she was already compelled to stay with him, and she would probably have to leave if that were not the case.
Like,
I'm
if
surprised she
any,
didn't manifest any point to try to stop him from doing that, or at least at least attempt to persuade him or something. I believe they can still talk to each other. Or again, write some stuff down. I don't know. Just take down again. Do Harry Potter, write it in blood on the wall or something. I don't know. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day. Also, please don't exercise me. Exo Megumin. There you go. Done.
done.
Absolute cinema.
Basically,
Indeed.
Kohei, we have a lot of questions.
Yeah. Hopefully, you'll see this video as well, like you saw the last one.
Well, if he
we'll
is,
see.
why don't we give him some pros and cons?
I mean, yeah. That's well. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
You started to.
definitely. I have a few pros. Like, I can say going with cursed weapon wielder is a departure from Jujutsu Kaisen that I actually enjoy, since we don't know much about cursed weapons in general. So definitely we're taking an interesting new perspective here that I really don't mind. I just have a lot of questions about how it's being done. Questions that I'm pretty sure you'll expand on in later episodes. The combat is great. You have great combat choreography. I just wish the story, as it were, would keep up with the pace and be just as good. Because there are quite a few things here that raise my eyebrow and are a little dubious. Like the half-second hero's journey we get from Kazi. It's not bad, but it isn't exactly a good look. It doesn't come out the way you probably intended, and I think that's a fault of the writing rather than a fault of basically oops all setup, oops all payoff.
yeah. It's the same thing that Johnny ran into in terms of not building up properly to things. Like if that's again, if that scene had taken place maybe like 5 episodes down the line, maybe even 3, depending on like how how much that's developed, that would have probably worked a lot better. Because as it stands right now, it just seems like, well, this character who had no reason to motivate him anyway, to be honest, or even want him there. Suddenly it's like, we're all your friends, friendship conquers all, I've already given my cons, like my biggest con, I suppose, with that with the blaming himself part. So I guess like my pro, I will say, is the design of of the curses, because and I've said it before that Midori stories used to to use like 8-bit sprites and such to try like combine that, because using an aesthetic from a game in another game, you can actually actually combine them semi decently. And even going back as far as like Fell in Love with a Monster, that was something that was in the works, and we're gonna get to some other Midori Stories videos on Gacha Review that will further expand on this outside of like slice of life series. I think the crossover as well has a few, I think. But also said that if Gacha Life 2 had existed back in the day when Midori was doing all this, he would have definitely used like some of those new features to actually help out here, like I presume was done partly in this, but also combine them with hand drawn. So so you've taken essentially like the same, or the same like I guess drive to like make these these weird creatures, but just applied a different methodology that makes sense with the technology that we have now. So yeah, that's my favorite part of this for sure. Not least the curses themselves.
Mm-hmm. Am I
Oh,
up?
yeah, I think we've yes.
Okay. As you know. Mm-hmm. What I was about to say was, as you know, my critique seems to be long, but I stopped myself at as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll start with cons first because I like ending on pros. Some of the cons that I picked up on myself were kind of building off of what Ghosty and what Jacob were saying about the pulls from the jujitsu academy or whatever it's called. You'd think I'd remember the name considering how much Ghosty has brought it up, but um, all of that being funny, just for the bit of me taking the swig, has actually made me realize how much this series depends on the jujitsu series. And because it is referencing that series so much, it's kind of digging itself into a hole, which is why we were so confused about the whiplash escalation when Hahari got infected. Like everything just went so fast because there were a bunch of references to stuff that either A, we did not understand and so could not follow along, or B, the actual person who's watched the series understood but realized it was like skipping through a bunch of buildup, which caused the whiplash that we saw. So I think that the series is depending too much on the story from the Jujutsu series, and I wish it would make it its own thing. I think that the balance of FNAF is perfect in this case. I think this. I really like the way they used FNAF as a platform. Like that's usually how I describe Secrets of the Plex. It's FNAF on a it's FNAF as its platform, but the thing that makes it unique is the original aspects that I added to it. So even though FNAF is an aspect in it, it's not the main focus. So I feel like the problem here is that yes, FNAF was used the same way and in a reasonable amount, but I think it depended way too much on the Jujutsu series, which is why it's becoming its own downfall and why we're so confused. Ghost Kitty also brought up a really interesting point, like what would this series be if they took out all the FNAF and the Jujutsu references? And that got me thinking, like, yeah, well, that's
I mean,
something
it wouldn't
to
exist,
consider,
but
right?
I mean, that's
How much of this is really original?
Like the main character is kind of original. Megami, her name would be different because that name was also taken from Jujutsu Kaisen.
I've run out of Gatorade, Ghosty. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
But
well, I mean, oh God.
I will say that it's definitely taken a lot more from Jujutsu Kaisen, and basically there's only a minor amount of stuff I can definitively say is its own material.
And that's a problem. That's something that I think could be workshopped in terms of story, because if it continues to turn into something that is less and less like the material it's clearly being inspired off of or based off of, then I think we could get somewhere interesting, something that people like Jacob and me who have never seen the series can finally relate to. Because I can't speak for him, but I can say that I was kind of a little bit lost in some places. But I can understand if if this content is meant for watchers of both FNAF and Jujutsu Kaisen, but I think that you could invite more viewers in if you stopped using Jujutsu Kaisen as a crutch, for lack of a better word.
Or at
Make
least
something a little bit more original.
Introduce Jujutsu Kaisen in more of an understandable format, because as of right
That
now,
too,
it feels like we're rushing through the Jujutsu stuff so we can get to the action quicker.
Yeah, I think part of the issue as well might just be like the crossover itself, because one, like said something briefly about this at the beginning, but I want to elaborate on that a little bit because I actually have an example of when I've run into a similar problem. So I used to write fanfics, and one of the fanfics that I did was my attempt at a crossover between Percy Jackson and Harry Potter, one of the two things I brought up earlier. The keyword there is attempt, because while again I had an original main character who was supposed to take like the two aspects of all the similarities between the two stories of, main character finds out they're special in a particular way and therefore they're a best way to train someone in order to hone their abilities. Once I actually got to that setting, I had to drop it because suddenly I realized that while the setup can actually I guess aid itself, or you can combine them a little bit. Once you get to the actual training places, Camp Half-Blood and Hogwarts are very different locations, and they have very different, even just bodies in general. So it essentially didn't work. And the attempt at crossover was kind of nipped in the bud. What I should have done maybe is take a few slight mechanics from both franchises and try to find a way to combine them.
Exactly.
Off the top of my head, I could definitely see curses gathering around a particular location, like the mall, for example, and them being the free agents that had to roam about, and therefore hiring people as freelancers in the place of, let's say, the FNAF security guards to deal with the curses, or at least to keep them at bay over the course of 5 nights, would be just a hypothetical way to combine the two without taking too much from one and not much of the other. That's just off the top of my head. That might not work physically.
Exactly.
Here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I tell people what Secrets of the Plex is. They ask me what's it about, and I'm like, if FNAF met Venom. That's what I tell them.
Okay.
But here's the thing, you'd never think it because it's just it has inspiration and aspects from both, but it doesn't depend on the stories from them as much. I mean, there are some very small things that I would admit that's kind of important, but most of it is already established and understood by the viewer, even if they don't have much knowledge of either. I don't know. I can't speak for Jacob because he's probably the only one who would in that situation. But would you say it's easy to follow along?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow along. Mostly because you actually set up the payoff you have.
Well, I feel like you've got a bias because you know what FNAF is. I was hoping to get an answer from Jacob on that one.
Yeah, but I will say for the most part, I know there have been a couple of times that I've been confused because obviously everyone inside of the world uses terminology and ideas that I'm not familiar with, and that makes sense for them. I mean, again, it's that's what the intention is. So in that aspect, I'm not surprised that I would be confused, and same thing would apply in this story. But yeah, there's a lot less that tries to that flies in the face of logic, even unless you know the source material. In the case of Secrets of the Plex, so that's why it kind of works more. So I'm not completely.
Yeah, fair enough. You're less confused.
Most of
less
the time,
confused than you are here.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that semi proves my point. But anyway,
yeah.
I'll continue with my cons because I still have more. The usage of meme sound effects can be good, but in moderation. There were too many this time, I found. Especially in some relatively serious moments, and you add them in. It just didn't feel like they needed to be there. Especially with the pop-up text, for instance, Kazuta's thing where it says still doesn't understand what Fiona's saying. We gathered that, and also I just didn't think it needed to be there, and it kind of took out of the immersion for me, or the immersion. Sorry. Took out of the immersion for me, the authenticity. And I also thought that the hand-drawn expressions were very cool and very ambitious, but like Ghosty said earlier, just used and Jacob, I think Jacob said this earlier too, used in the wrong moments and with the wrong expressions. The sultry looks on both Kazuta and Tahari's faces when they're sparring, oh my god.
It's yes, are they going to spar or are they going to fiercely make out with each other?
You could, the line was thin. I will say that.
Well, according to Zombie, they might do both, just in their spare time.
in their spar time.
Okay.
Anyway, I'll move on to the pros now. Yeah, fight choreography was phenomenal. I don't think I've seen anyone perform fight choreography like that before. It's really, really well done. The usage of custom poses to help that get executed was also really well done. I think the sound effects were very good and used in the appropriate places. Music was really good and also used in the right places. The designs of the curses were really good. I liked the scene where Megumin absolutely destroys the massive like spider, like lots of arms curse. That was cool and very gory, and I liked it. And it really shows how powerful Megumin is. That's a really good establisher of how powerful Megumin is and how powerful the cursed speech is with Fiona. I liked the personalities of all the characters. They all felt very different and like some of them relatable. I also liked their designs, and I also liked the choices of lighting in specific places. I thought they were a little bit of a jump scare, like when they were having the whole "I think I could curse Megumin" scene. I just thought that was a little out of place. But other than that, the lighting was stellar. Yeah, all I hope is that it starts to move away from the story of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, I know it's an aspect, and I know that's part of it. And I'm not saying get rid of it. I'm just saying a little bit less, just a little.
Maybe pull away from it just a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You're a little too. You're like rubbing elbows a little too much with Jujutsu Kaisen. Maybe just take 1 or 2 steps to the left.
FNAF is in the corner being neglected.
Well, I still think that FNAF is being like it has the perfect amount of involvement right now. It has a place, it has characters, but it doesn't necessarily rely on the story of FNAF for people to understand it. Like I don't think I've had to tell you anything, Jacob, in terms of FNAF lore to help you understand. You just know that it's a place and you know that there are characters, right? So even though that they exist, you don't need to know things going into watching this. But Jujutsu Kaisen seems different. So yeah. That's all I have to say.
All right. Okay, well, fair enough then. In that case, I guess we'll look forward to seeing. There's obviously like I'm pretty sure there's a lot more of this. You know, we really just scratch the surface. So plenty of time for either to pivot in either direction. So we'll see what happens then. But for now, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you've done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.
Farewell.
Bye-bye.